Sikuyanade Bal Olaram, or hello everyone and welcome. We want to thank everyone for joining us for tonight's Insomnia Squad with your host, Garoylork here. Thank you, Carl. Hello everyone, welcome. Just kind of picking up where we left off earlier this afternoon. Let's get that mask back on here. Due to some storms and other things, we likely won't be running too long tonight due to, well, wanting to stay ahead of any kind of weather issues we may be having, along with just some of the basic, still have yet to make dinner, things like that. Let's see, we can grab that one real quick because we have all of those items. Just to kind of get a few things taken care of real quick while we have time, and that way we can just get a couple of these quests finished off real quick. See, we needed a flawless ruby, a silver, It must be at the other one. I'm taking that. I think that's everything I need from here. See, we also needed a silver ingot. Oh, whoops, that is in here. We need a death bell. Just one. And we need vampire dust. Just one. Okay, now just in case, I want to do a quick scan down here in case I'd put it in here. Didn't think so, but I know we dropped off a few things. Am I still holding on to the silver? No. Okay, so if it's not in there, is it in? No. Keep hearing that grinding noise, and I'm not sure what the heck it is. Whoops. Empty. Empty. I may be at the wrong house. I'm at the wrong house. The one downside to having this many houses. And I only have 3 so far. But that happens on occasion. Just gotta kinda do your best and keep on trucking. I know it's at one of these houses. I just gotta remember where. try Winstead first, as we haven't done any real major stuff over at the other house just yet. So we'll grab our silver. I know I've been just kind of dropping stuff off at random all over the place, but wait, what was the other one? Daedra Heart, and should have grabbed that while I was there too. Silver ingot. Before I deliver those ingredients, I need to jump back to the other house for just a moment, I think. Let me check something real quick. Yep. So now we jump back to the other house for just a second, because I have 2 other ingredients I gotta grab real quick. And I just didn't think about it until now. The other great thing about this game is even when you finish the stories, you can just keep on running. You never really have to end it, you know? If anybody happens to be a Borderlands player through Steam, particularly.
You're back! Hey, I got you something. Hope you like it.
Where did you get... Ooh, I definitely like that. Thank you. Ooh, need that. Because otherwise I can't give them their, we'll go with that.
Long life to you, Thane.
And also to you. Just one. Troll fat. Troll fat. Here we go. Again, just one. It's like that comedian with the, talks about going to the nail salon. The name of the place is Beautiful Nail or something like that. And it's like, not nails, just one. Okay, first we'll run this over to him. Then we'll run the other ones over to someone who needed it. I don't recall who.
Ah, have you? Let Kesh have them.
Hello, Kesh.
Yes, this will create a fine fume.
Fume? What do you mean, fume?
That should do. Now, inhale deeply.
Breathe deep, mortal. I would have you here for some time, you know. So let these the decisions you've made intrigue me. And I wonder if you are the proper agent for a task of mine.
Sure, why not?
I sent a blessing to Mundus, a wasting plague that infected a scattering of Breton villages.
Okay.
One of my monks, the elf Orchendor, was sent to gather these afflicted. He shepherded them into Bathardoms for me, but has since lost his way.
Keep wanting to read his name as Pyrite.
For betrayal. I want you to go to Bathardoms and kill Orchendor in my name.
Gladly. Is that a wolf?
The pettiness of mortals. I had almost forgotten.
No, that's a...
I can grant
Skeever?
you a powerful token for this task. An escutcheon of Dwemer make, capable of shielding you from both
An
the
escutcheon?
spell and sword.
Okay.
Return when the elf lies dead, and it will be yours.
Okay.
So you have, mortal. Go now. Kill Orchendor.
Okay. Where? There you are.
This one needs something? Orchendor? Kesh know him. He is an overseer,
Huh.
shepherd, gathers the afflicted, contains the festering wound. Orchendor and his afflicted are meant to stand ready, awaiting Periite's command to cover the world with his blessing. Not far, not far. This one looks upon it on clear days. Look to the west, at the foot of the mountain. The dwarven ruins there. Bathardoms. Until next time.
West, so that way. Okay, that's fine, but first... But wait, there's more. Oh, we already brought the troll fat and Daedra heart. Well, never mind then. What's that one? Whoa. We'll do that first. Then we'll jump back to the other one. Again, I'm not sure exactly how long we'll be on tonight, folks, but we are here for a little while.
Let's just get this over with. Oh, of course. Because Malakath would take pity on us if only a useless outsider would lend us a hand.
Me, useless?
Weeks? Longer. Feels like an age has gone by. I haven't slept in so long. I'll lead the way, but you'd better back me up. Let's get this over.
Let's see. Parker is... Okay, that works. Yeah, we'll go with fire. What is that? 49 damage on a single bow. Now I just gotta make sure this guy stays alive. Protect him by keeping him alive, right? So... Okay. Okay, that was a little interesting. I just gotta keep this guy alive.
Never should have come here. Huh. Yet another place I don't remember having ever been. I remember unlocking the quest itself, but not... Okay, I guess I gotta go back and find him, so that he'll show me where I have to go.
Oh, we go this way. I didn't even see this one. Oh, Giant's Grove. Huh. Kinda interesting.
Hey,
Is for horses.
mine.
Finish him off.
Don't make a mess of this. Excellent work. You have a true fighting spirit. Did that better than I could have.
Clearly.
Of course, I can't let you leave here alive. Wouldn't want anyone finding out. You're mine.
Damn it.
Lucky hit. Like the bite of a flea.
Come here, Parker.
Fall back! No! Victory is yours! I submit!
Don't care.
Yamars was a fool, always trying to scheme his way out of responsibility.
I see that.
Well, the giants took care of him, and you took care of the giants. 2 problems solved at once.
Nope, can't get rid of those. What don't I need? Whoops. That's better. Don't need the rest of those at all.
Now, take Shagrel's hammer back to Largishburg, and we'll see about whipping the rest of them into shape.
Sure. Sure. $25. Hey, we can still carry stuff. This is probably still going to be the same. Yep. I'm not the type to just walk away, so... Nope, don't need any of that. Huh. Interesting design here. Weighs 23. Yeah, that's going to be too much. That should be enough. Yeah, I don't remember having ever actually done this quest, so I was like, huh, that's a little odd. Miss Adika is home safe, which we are all glad for. And, ooh, is this an ore vein? It is. I can do this real quick, do a quick jump back to Largish Spur, or however it's pronounced. Unfortunately, there is some heavy storm activity in the area currently. So, with that, and with dinner likely starting soon, I'm not sure exactly how long we'll be running. It's likely going to be a short one tonight, folks, but we are still here, at least for a little bit longer. And I figure since we don't have a whole lot of time, I'll go ahead and do some, at least one or two quick quests to get some things dealt with. If one of the quests happens to take a little longer, well, we'll just need to make sure that we what's that one? That's, yeah, that's something else. So we need this one over here. There it is. I can't fast... Oh. So I actually have to work my way back out of here first. Yeah, I always thought that was a really cool one, now that I've had a chance to actually come over here and take a look. Having not done this quest before, it was very new to me. And I think it went relatively well. I mean, I kind of figured that that orc chieftain was going to end up turning on me eventually. Kind of got that feeling from him. So when he did, it wasn't really a surprise. And that kind of helped. And at least it gets us some interesting... See, I'd already gone this way, hadn't I? But that takes me back out a little faster. So I have no problem just continuing this way. Bypass any of that extra stuff. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Wait a second. Huh. That was kind of a trip. Come on, Kier, you can do it. Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm a little weird giving myself little pep talks like that, but whatever works, right? That and the way he had put it, Malakath was annoyed with the chief for not taking responsibility himself, kind of letting others do the things for him and taking credit for it. So he was like, "Nah, this ain't gonna fly." Clearly not. Oh, over this way. There we go. So we'll jump here, get this taken care of, and we'll see kind of where things go. I do appreciate everyone who stops in. Hey. Stop moving. Works for me. We haven't even marked that one off yet. We'll get there.
The ways of the mystic are known to me. I have remedies and cures. But what of your Mars? I see. He did not survive. He died well?
Not at all.
What? Why would he do such a thing?
Yamars was a coward and a weakling. His
What are you doing that
deceitful
for?
ways have cost you all greatly.
So he has been punished. And what of us? What fate shall we suffer?
You'll have to prove yourselves, but I'm willing to give you a chance.
Jim
Garzo's
Cummings, maybe?
in charge now. Let's hope he's a better chief. You place that hammer on the shrine. You're the only one who's proven worthy in all of this.
It is good to finally
There.
know that Malakath has not forsaken us. What are you doing that for?
I was doing what I was told. That's what I was doing it for. And it is kind of interesting that somebody out there has already put a bounty on me. Not really sure why. And we always need iron for building the homes. Volendrung? There we go. Oh. Oh, okay. I'll go back for it in a bit. Yikes. Starting to get a bit over encumbered here. Not just yet, but we're getting there. Then I can go sell off some of this stuff. Let's get this marked. There's another one over here that can be quickly marked, I think. I'm hoping. And then we'll do a quick jump over to see what we can do about the other quest that I went ahead and marked. This is the main reason why I just enjoy wandering around and exploring, because it's a lot more restful, a lot less pressure on, oh no, we gotta get this done. And yet, it's still also interesting and entertaining. And we get to spend more time talking to you folks, rather than just lost in the game. Helps kind of keep us grounded, you know? Well, that was nice and simple. Yeah, I agree with that. I certainly have a lot more fun just kind of wandering around, especially when it turns out that there are like ore veins and hidden hunter camps and really cool stuff just kind of scattered randomly around these maps. And it's like, wow, the amount of thought and detail that has gone into it. Hey Andres, welcome. Speaking of, I finally found some salmon roe. And I've forgotten to go back through the comments, or I've forgotten which set of comments to go back through in order to find that one, potion recipe that you mentioned. Oh no. More bears. Weapon change. Haven? No. Let's go with Vince. We need better arrows than that. Let's up that to glass first. Puts what for our damage? 57 for a single shot. 57 possible damage with 114 for a sneak attack shot. Yeah, that sounds good to me. What do you folks think? Now, it's nothing like Percy during the search for Grog, dealing 300 plus damage on a single turn. But that's what happens when you've got, when you're using D&D stats and you've got a I hear it. I don't see it though. Is it over there? Nope. Yikes, I hate when that happens. Nordic barnacle. Okay, cool. Salmon roe, Nordic barnacles, garlic. We'll take care of that here in just a little bit. I know, that was a bit of overkill, but that was actually kind of fun. Sitting there being like, no, 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 don't move. Watch me end up overweight this time. Yeah, I hate when the arrows get switched on me. Especially when I don't have enough of the type that I prefer. Like the glass arrows. Huh. A diamond worth 1,000? Skyrim chowder. Yeah, apparently. Eat some of the food. Can't eat all the food because cabbages. Also ale. I was gonna say, that's a little odd that there's just a chopping block sitting right there all by itself. There's Froky's shack. Nope. That was my bad. Okay, so there's a shout over here. So, of course, I'm not going to pass that up. I think I see it, too. Before I forget. Okay, we're on 250, folks. Whoops. Just so it's all nice and clean. I just tend to try for center mass most of the time. Although, if given the chance to actually take the time to think about the shot, then yeah, I probably would aim for more specific stuff. I used to be a strictly, like, hand-to-hand melee, well, preferably with enchanted weapons, but strictly a melee fighter on this, and melee, however it's said. But after starting to do or after starting to play Borderlands, and kind of getting a thing for the sniper rifles, it completely altered my usual strategy here. Interesting.
What was that?
Just enough to take you out. That's what it was. I love how they just run right into it.
I know I heard something.
Bye-bye. That was actually kind of cool. Gotta take the dagger. Oh, dagnabbit. No, no dagger. Yeah. Whoops. Did I shoot her clear off the... Holy crap. Well, gotta love the bow. I believe I had once. It's been a while. Up until I was able to start playing this game as of 3 years ago. I had been unable to... Well, I had no access to DLCs at the time. So I was kind of limited. If that was ale, I'd have taken it. Gotta take that for grog. It's also kind of weird to be hosting another channel on our Twitch channel when we are not airing. Although it does kind of annoy me. Oh wow, nice. I should check that one out. I haven't... I found Swindler's Cave last run. Yep. Had to take those because... cabbages. The one thing that bugs me about us being able to host the other channel is the fact that we can't transmit it to anywhere but to our own Twitch channel, which is a little unfortunate. I hear it. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these I end up clearing out because, well, mostly due to the fact of Okay. Come on, Haven.
Do your worst.
Nope.
Need something?
Yep. I needed to grab something else instead. Weird. That's kind of an odd thing for the game to do. That was unfortunate. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little differently this time. I'm going to come at it from above and tag that guy from a distance. Or am I just getting myself into a lot of trouble by coming up here? Though I am more the type to circle back around the other direction. Ah, okay. Hey, stop rolling. I've always been kind of more the type to, if I have a particular goal in mind for myself, then I tend to focus strictly on that. Is that a fox? Well, if it's just gonna sit there. Yep, we can. There are shields. I can drop shields. Easy. I don't think I've done the Alakir quest just yet. Yeah, I can hit this and then swing around back the other way. Whoops. Aww. Ah, okay. I haven't even gotten over there yet. I mean, like I said, I had found I found Swindler's Cave. I just hadn't. decent poison. Do I have any poisons? Just a... Nope.
Yes.
That was frustrating. What's their weakness? Are they immune to poison? No, I want that, and I know how to get over there now, so that's a plus. So let's grab Parker now. Oh, that'll work. And poison resistant one-handed maniacs. Okay. But they wouldn't be resistant to, say, fire? Or electricity? Ice, maybe? To deal with to hit them with against their stamina? That'll work. That'll mess with their power shots, their power hits, right? That was interesting. I'll have Frost ready. I think I have it on Frost at the moment. Right? Vexalia? Vexalia. 49 damage. It'll have to do. Although, I'm gonna have to face those snow bears first. So, let me grab Haven for them. To those who may be curious about the enchanted weapon names, I had recently been watching the sci-fi series Haven, based on Stephen King's what is it called? The Colorado Kid. Now I just need to try to be a tad more sneaky. Almost dagnabbit. Yep, rogue's got a rogue. Welcome, Phantom Omaha. He's like, hey. Crap. Never mind that. Got it. Nope. Oh, whoops. Here, he can hold those. Okay. I will definitely keep an eye out for that. That's it. Yep, that's it. It was a start. Now we just gotta get up here and get over the mountain. That first shot was just me being a bad shot. Where? There it is. Can't afford to lose my arrows. And I need better arrows set. Only have 2 of those. Let's go with 14. 16. That's a little better. Okay, and we wanted to swap to Vexalia for cold. So there, that gets that all caught up when dealing with this Redguard punk. Hopefully it's enough to get us where we need to go. And how we need to get there. Okay. I'll sit right here and just keep popping you one. Shall I? No. There we go. That was nice. I'll find other stuff to drop. Okay. Oh, wait. First, shields. Now, let's see. This one? Nice. That one's definitely good to know. Now I can go well, maybe. Nope. Can't go that way. Kind of have to go down that way, don't I? Okay. If I must, I must. So we'll go down the weird way and really confuse people. Whoops. Be like, haha. I'm also the type where if I don't necessarily have to kill somebody, I see no reason to. And if they ain't coming after me, I have no problem letting them just be who they are. Of course, if they do come after me, oh, yeah, before I forget. It's 2:51 for those keeping track. It's one way to do it. Gotcha. Yeah, I usually end up not grabbing my followers because I usually end up having them carry stuff for me, and then they walk themselves into a trap, get themselves killed, and then I can't carry everything out. So, most of the time I just avoid picking up followers, if only to save their own lives. I mean, putting myself in danger is one thing, but I found Arcwing, or Arcwind. I'm not gonna go here yet. What is this part of the quest for? Is this the... I don't even remember. Yeah. I mean, if you had like a party of rogues, then that's one thing. Ooh. Is that the first hit he's had on me? Yeah, nat 20. Because critical strike. Or a critical roll. If it wasn't so heavy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that marked. We've got a cave over here. We've got a little house thing down here. So sure, why don't we just cruise? Was that back up there? 'Cause I think I slipped past her. Yep. Yep. I just want to get down this hill real quick. Get to where this is marked so I can do a quick save. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, I need to get my I'll need to get my smithing up high enough to start making the ebony weapons. I don't think I have an ebony bow yet. That was always my favorite, but it's mostly because of it being, well, black. I mean, black's my favorite color due to Max. You should know better by now. Gotta keep the wolf pelts. So I'm gonna have to drop some stuff here. That's okay. I'm sure we've got plenty. And that is plenty. True. But then I also want to get the smithing up anyway so I can make the Daedric armors and all of that too. I thought I was gonna miss that one. I thought I was low. I guess I tagged him in the leg or something. The cave is up there, maybe? Oh no, it's right here. Wait, is it?
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude.
Who are you? Noble?
I have nothing to say to you. Now move along, or I'll order my guards to attack.
Guards? I see a single guard. And it appears you are lost, buddy. Okay, I'm guessing it's up there somewhere. Good point. Yeah, I'm not high enough to even be able to upgrade enchanted items yet. Got him. Took a second. He wasn't sure where he was going. It's more a hunting practice thing. Anybody else see anybody around here? Then how can it be stealing? Yay for not quite fast travel. Now it doesn't matter how much I weigh, because having a horse is good for that. Might as well just zoop. It's one way to fast travel. It's going alright, Phantom Omaha. Little stressful lately, but I think things are looking up. You know, like the Bare Naked Ladies song, Looking Up. What in the... Okay, you don't want to play like that. There it is.
We are routed! Fall back!
Well, that took care of that. Have to take the daggers. Where'd you go, buddy? So not really sure he'd think of me as a buddy, considering, you know, shot him. Oh, okay. That cave back there. What was I doing? I know I've got it. Yep. Just in case. Yeah, unfortunately lost the horse. But it was stolen anyway, so the second I jumped off of him, he would have ran off. Reasonably sure. Sounds kind of like Days Gone. Only with that, it's more kind of a zombie thing. Where you headed? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll be here. Miss Adika is heading out with, I believe, a friend of hers and her son. I'm going up before I go down. Why? 'Cause I'm weird. I mean, I know the guy's inside, but... looks like there's also some sort of ruin back that way. So since we do have a little bit of time here, I'm gonna go see what I can figure out. This is probably the exit, isn't it? Yep. Of course, they wouldn't want to make it, you know, easy. I do like their take. Yeah, the cave where I stole the horse. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the way I was always taught was always take the back door. Ha. At least I was smart about it. Okay. Now, robotic stuff. So, electric is probably going to be our best bet. Whoops, that's Parker, isn't it? Yup. Okay, Parker. Parker is also a rather common name among How does an iron warhammer and a steel shield fit in that little box? Gotta take the Amulet of Dibella, because the religious icons are our collection for Pike Trickfoot. Yeah. I figured, well, electronics you can disrupt. Generally, you disrupt with electricity, right? Short it out. That kind of thing. Great, now I've got this accent. I'm not sure where I picked it up. Yeah, I figured as far as the frost, I'd save that for stuff that is more likely to be affected by it. Kind of like fire for things with fur. Of course, maybe I'm thinking too, you know, realistically in those terms. Nope. This is one way to cure them. Huh. I've never seen one of those before. So I'll grab it for now. I mean, I am going to need some shields for the shield displays. Crap. Had to take the dagger. Yeah, I kinda screwed up with the Mehrunes razor, but I'm actually okay with that. If that makes any sense whatsoever. There we go. That way I can take the poison too. I didn't even see that one the first time. Rogue's got a rogue. Gotta grab them daggers for Vax. Weird. I mean, it's kind of an interesting twist on things, but yes, I do. I actually have not spoken to him to turn it in yet. I haven't even spoken to the librarian in there yet. Wait, is this where I just was? It is. That answers that question. This is what is called cutting the pie. We'll peek in there first. Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, there are quite a few things about the general, whoops, video game logic being a little, well, more than a little unrealistic. For example, the whole, oh no, I weigh too much. Quick, eat all the food. Wait, what? That kind of thing has a tendency to be a bit unrealistic. And some of the loot that you find, like, on animals. It's like, there's no way that animal could have been convinced to swallow that thing. So it kind of begs the question, where exactly are some of these things getting their loot from? And the only reason I bring it up is because it's actually a thing in D&D. In terms of having one down. He must be over here. I love how they just run right into the arrow. Dagger, dagger, dagger. We will have quite a collection of daggers by the end of this. I am sure. Okay. I apologize if it gets a little kind of jumpy and from the having a swivel from side to side. Yeah, I've seen that happen too, and I sit there and go, how? But there's actually an issue with loot being rather unrealistic in D&D sometimes. so there tends to be a need for
Over here.
Dagnabbit. Yikes. Oh, huh. Sounds like Castlevania 2, maybe? Yeah, I know. If generally speaking, though, odds are the latrine won't be overly affected, as that tends to stop people up, doesn't it? Dagnabbit. Wait. There we go. That's possible. Oh, chest. We're slowly getting there. I do find it funny how easily I've been able to drop most of these so far. I'm not like overly rushing myself, which is a good thing. Usually I have a tendency to kind of want to push myself through the quests to get them over and done with as quickly as possible, which usually leads to me making mistakes, getting my butt killed, and we certainly don't want that. Partly because ain't nobody got time for that. Although, to be honest, I probably have sounds like sick folks. Okay. And now I'm just trying to figure out what all we have here. Yikes. I can worry about the gyros later. Huh. Well, I've got a lot more bolts now. be able to switch over, use the Force. Use the Force, Luke. Like when Luke Perry had hosted Saturday Night Live, and they had the guy go, "Use the Force, Luke," and he goes, "That's not even me." And Obi-Wan had said, "Doesn't matter, I'm still getting more laughs than you are." Most of these I can't really drop, can I? Okay. What do we got here? Real heavy armors. That can go. Much as that was cool, and I'd like to keep it, I'm gonna have to let that one go. At least for now. Yeah, the Dwarven bolts will help a lot to get Icicle back up and running properly. Whoops. We're gonna end up overweighted by daggers, I bet. Yep. Well, it's a start. No, I can't drop those. Those are wolf pelts. What else do we have here? Gotta keep my wolf pelts. After all, it's in our name. Also, if anybody's interested, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, which would be 11 a.m. our time here in Omaha, there will be a rerun of the Critical Role show Talks Machina over on our Twitch channel. Unfortunately, we can't stream those across to Facebook and YouTube, but if folks would like to stop in and chat, then okay, good to know. I will keep that in mind for sure. I wasn't really sure on that one, and I wanted to make sure I had at least one set, and I can't remember if I already have a set. Did we cover everything here before we stepped through that door? Yes, we did. And here we go. To quote Joker. Specifically Heath Ledger's Joker, though to me, Mark Hamill will always be the definitive Joker.
I'm sorry to wake you, my brother. I have a request for Orchandor.
Yes, what is it?
He requests more barrels of Ichor to be delivered to the Arcanex.
This is the reason you wake me? I already have Orchandor's request taken care of.
I'm sorry, my
Leave
brother.
me to my sleep. My strength and patience are waning.
Yes, my brother.
What was
Forgive
that?
me. May the blessing of Periac.
Something hit me. Did you hear something? No, I just got hit by something. Well, what was it? I have no idea. Oh, hey, look, it's an arrow. Okay. I think I may have already gotten that set then. I can't remember off the top of my head. But then with my memory, I'm not surprised. I'm sure it did. That must have been very difficult. One, 2, 3. Whoops. I even saw it popping up out of there too. Wait, that's the way I just came in, isn't it? Or is that... No, that's the way I came in. So what's over here? A chest? Not very much in it. Is your buddy dying? Need to work on your aim. Oh, wait, too late now, huh? Well, then what was up the other one? Yeah, the necklace might be very helpful. Well, could be worse, I guess. Is this the locked door? Nope. I can't go through there yet. Because I have to go after him this way. We'll get him. We'll get him. We've been running for almost 2 hours. I was not expecting to actually run this long. To be entirely honest. Wait, why is it saying I have to go back? Oh. Because I gotta go that way. I was like, wait, what? That looked painful. This bow has some serious power. I mean, when you can shoot somebody hard enough that they go flying like that. Yeah, it is. And having all these afflicted probably has a lot to do with that. Ooh, sorry, that must have hurt. That was a little brutal. My apologies. Am I really apologizing? Nah. I'm just helping these people, right? I mean, they're afflicted. Or at least they were afflicted till I showed up. And now they're more afflicted with other kinds of wounds rather than disease, I guess. I may need to at least take a break here in just a little bit, but I'm hoping folks are enjoying us just kind of wandering Skyrim. I probably just did something really stupid. Or not. Where's that go? A dwelling? I don't need to go in the dwelling. I need to go find that dude. I can go explore the rest of this stuff later. After all, this is Skyrim. And it's not like anything's going anywhere. Makes it look like it's raining, even though we're underground. That is kind of creepy. Rogue's got a rogue. That's me, just creeping around places. In fact, that's kind of me in real life. And usually without me intending to. I've been known to scare the hell out of a lot of people. Never intentionally. Though if I really wanted to do so intentionally, it would apparently be extremely easy for me to do so. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Gonna have to take that one. This is the kind of thing that helps me design places within my world. As it gives me something to work from. Well, thank you. Because apparently those can be made into dwarven bolts, I think. Dwarven arrows, maybe? I don't think I've been here before. Thought I saw somebody jumping around over there. Right in the butt. Not that I meant to. Okay. I didn't want the bow, but okay. Well, then I can just drop that bow I picked up. That solves that problem. What's up here? Anything? Nope. I figure always better safe than sorry as far as checking those things out. So me turning those on didn't clue anybody into the fact that I was here? A spoon? Spoon! Like on the old Tick cartoon. And yes, I am weird enough to have been a fan of that. But then again, all of us are weird, just in our own little ways. Am I wrong? Yup, they do seem to have some nice dinnerware. Thought that was a person for a minute. Oh, whoa, didn't even see that one. I missed completely. Whoa. Now they're all coming out of the woodwork. It's okay, that'll make it easier for me to take them out. There it is. One down. Nat 20. So hitting somebody right in the heart isn't enough to be considered a critical hit? Still can't help but think of that as critical role. I might have a Nordic carved helmet, now that I think about it. What the... Where did you come from? Whoops. Better get that potion real quick. Well, that was fun. True. True. Granted, with Boromir, there were also extenuating circumstances due to his willpower thanks to his guilt. Guilt can be a very, very powerful motivation. One for you. One for you. And one for you. I feel like Oprah. You get an arrow, and you get an arrow, and... First, I want to make sure I've checked everything back here. Ooh, more gold. Oh yeah? I can understand that. Yeah, when I had my kids with me and we had the 360. Okay, I need to go this way. That was a little dangerous, but... Yep, still wearing Croesus. I'm sure that's helping with the bow work. And I still gotta go over there anyway. Wait. What happened here? Okay, so... I want to be where? This way. There we go. Are we finally here? I'm all lost now. Always good to have lockpicks. I also find it odd that you go into these ancient ruins. There's fresh food and lights. Really don't think that's gonna happen. No. I need to stay to one side. How many doors do I have to go through to get to this guy? Yeah, I've noticed that. And the detail that the developers and the designers have put into this is just incredible. Now, the way we tend to work as far as our tabletop stuff, we usually have to take the time to build these things out, but then wait a second. Why is it? What is up with all this maze crap? Anyway, the main difference being that when we do it, we have to describe it with words. And vocally trying to describe a place like this is not easy. Yep. Saw that coming. Gotta admit, it is not easy to... I'm glad it does those saves there. Okay, now I know a little better, so I can be a little more cautious. But yeah, it's really not easy to sit here and explain or try and describe this kind of scope through speech alone.
Over here. No more. I yield. I yield.
There we go. Wow, my grouping on that was really good. I know that sounded a little sarcastic, and I don't know why. But I can't deny that that was a pretty decent grouping. Technically speaking, it's usually the magicka potions I can put down, because that's what I use the least of.
Victory is yours. I submit. Ha! Found you. You can't win this.
Betcha I can. Wow. Huh. I did pretty well on that. I'm rather proud of myself for it. Remember, folks, always celebrate the small victories. Now, if they were conjurers, I would have called in a flame atronach or something similar, or a flaming familiar. Now that we've got that particular spell. Thank you for your help with that one, Patricia. Though, and speaking of, in D&D, Conjure Familiar is actually one of my favorite spells. Of course, you get to choose what your familiar turns into, and you can recast the spell to have your familiar return as a different animal. I tend to prefer owl for mine because night vision, for one thing, and they have the ability to skip Here we go. Heh. At least my arrows just bounce. Makes it easier to recover them. Heh. Holy crap! Yeah, you are way past where I am. Thought I heard another one creeping around. Are we finally almost done with this quest? Pretty sure I haven't explored everything here, but this is definitely a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. Not that I have an issue with that at all. Gives us more time to kick back and relax. And I am curious though, in terms of gameplay and all that. Do you guys prefer when we play Skyrim, or is there something else you'd like to see? Assuming, of course, we can get a hold of it, or we don't have it already. Just because it'd be a little easier for us to... Oh, wow. Yeah, the boss room is going to be to my right, I'm pretty sure. Because I got to take on this guy. I can't see, damn it. One more. Yeah. Kind of interesting the way he tumbled like that. Glass arrows. I've got more glass arrows. Awesome. Now I need to be able to make glass arrows. Oh, I probably could have used that against him, huh? Rogue's got a rogue. checking to see where that was aimed. Did I already pick it back up? Apparently I did. I knew there was a third one. Never mind. Figured the obvious bit would be to have more come at me right there, but maybe not. So we may be calling this after this particular quest, only because it's getting kind of late. We still have some... Oh wow. Okay, so I will definitely remember to try and stick to the games folks enjoy. Miss Adika is more of a Hearthstone player. I am not really a fan of MTG digital. Okay, you want to play that way? Let's play. Dagnabbit. Almost. How did he... Why is this going all over the place on me? This makes no sense. Finally. I have no idea why I kept missing one or the other. Great. Wait, what else did he have? Orcish boots. Okay. Not really really willing to give any of those up. However, here you go. Really? It's still that much more? I'm good with that. Only because I really don't use my magicka all that much. then we can finish this off, and I'll call it a night. But I do want to thank everybody for joining us, and we aren't quite finished yet. I mean, we still got to get back to the house and the usual stuff, but we are here if folks still want to hang out and chat a bit. I do know that we do have some things coming up soon that I'm hoping will help kind of solidify our schedule, make things a little easier. Yep, I was right. Thank you. I know that we do our best to at least entertain, if nothing else. I mean, I know we don't focus on the playthroughs and the quests, but that doesn't mean that we're not willing to do them. It's just, I don't know, I find when I'm not focused on quests, I'm able to spend more time chatting with folks, and for me at least, especially when I'm gaming, I have a tendency to be less frustrated and less stressed out by game events, and it gives me a little something more to focus on. True, although story is also something that I enjoy. I know that when I run my D&D games, it can be a bit of a struggle to get the it can be a bit of a struggle to balance out the narrative along with enough combat to keep the players happy. But it also depends on the players. There are some amazing actual play groups out there for D&D that do all kinds of streams. Some amazing DMs and players. It just depends on what kind of story you're interested in. If you're into the traditional Skyrim, Dungeons and Dragons kind of element, there's Critical Role. If you're more into like steampunk and that kind of thing, there's the Eberron D&D setting, which I believe is usually covered by Maze Arcana. I have kind of my own weird little twists on things, so my world doesn't quite fit in with either one of those, per se. Okay, that gets that marked off. And now we can get back here to Lakeview real quick. Where? I'm confused. Oh, that's why, because I'm on the wrong part of the map. That's kind of a trip, seeing the map like that. Seeing so much of that now marked off. And first episode, the only thing you ever saw was, like, Helgen. And now look where we are. And this is without doing most of the quests, which I find even more amazing. Yeah, I figured there were enemies nearby. Because, I mean, we're level 30. We've got some really decent stuff already. And we have yet to actually face a single dragon. We've got a bunch of the shouts. And all they need is to be unlocked. Now we'll try it again. Where? Now we're way over too far. There it is. I do apologize for it kind of being a short stream tonight. Ooh, good to know. I may have to get back there then. What sees me? Probably the horses. And the other funny thing is, I don't think I've actually checked my gold this entire... Like, actually paid attention to how much gold we have this entire session. Huh. I'm even thinking of this in pure D&D. You okay there, Sophie?
Papa, you're back. Did you bring me anything?
Why are you stuck in the floor?
Wow, really? What do you get me?
We'll give you that one.
You're the best. Thanks.
You're very welcome. Yes, I am a weird dad. Here, kid, have a knife. It'll be fun. Oh, wait. Before I forget. That was salmon roe. Garlic. Okay, I need one of those. I need the salmon roe. And I need something. 1 second. And it won't back up far enough for me to be able to see it again. Dag nabbit. Nordic Barnacles, thank you. I didn't want to sit there and ask because I knew it had shown up in chat, and then chat was like, no, we're not going to let you scroll back far enough. Nordic, there it is. Just one. And then I go over here. And will this actually let me specifically just pick the ingredients? Oh, it will. That. Wow. And it's a potion of water breathing. Even better. Cool. Thank you very much for that, Andres. That'll be very helpful. So, now that we've completed all of that, and I know which potion that is now, so I can just look it up on the list, then we'll just kind of sit here and get our usual sign-off done. For those folks who are interested, please check out the games we have out and published. Links available on our website, which is down below here at twitch.tv/wolvesdengames. It also should be posted over on Facebook. I'll remember that one too. I'll actually write it down before I sign out this time. We'll take the mask off just so we have the right look here. Here's our save for everybody following along. We are now on 254. I do want to thank everyone for joining us. Let me go ahead and we're going to go ahead and quit Skyrim here. So I'll just switch over to this. we are working on some major games going forward. Our main work is on a campaign setting guide regarding Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. We are also looking into some other systems to maybe bring a little something to those as well. I know I really, really want to learn the Fate D&D or Fate RPG system, because they have the Dresden Files role-playing game, and I'm a huge fan of that book series. If you haven't, there used to be a show on Sci-Fi called the Dresden Files. It was very poorly based on the series, but the book series is absolutely incredible. And if you get a chance, listen to the audiobook versions, because the main narrator for almost all of the Dresden stories is James Marsters, better known as Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I didn't even know he wasn't British until I started listening to the Dresden Files. A lot of our world is heavily influenced by both Dresden and Stephen King's Dark Tower series. There's some Tolkien, but that's classic high fantasy kind of thing. I need to see what I can do about getting my controller to work properly for Oblivion or Morrowind, because we do have both. But the controls are things that I'm not used to. I used to be a heavy PC gamer with the usual keyboard and mouse kind of thing. Nowadays, I don't know. I guess I've been spoiled too long with controllers, and I'm out of the habit for it. Otherwise, I would love to run a Dark Forces Jedi Outcast and maybe Jedi Academy run. Those would be kind of fun for me, being a major Star Wars nerd. Or I used to be. I used to be real big into Star Wars, and then Disney took over. And I'm sorry, but when you take 40 years worth of other people's work and you say it no longer exists, well, then you kind of lose me as an audience member in a lot of ways. That and how much they alter the stories and even history just to put money in their pockets kind of bugs me. But that's me. Anyway, I don't want to go off on a rant regarding that kind of thing. But we are here. Even when we're not on air, you're welcome to drop a message on Facebook, or swing over here by twitch.tv/awolvesdengames, which is posted right up there. Because as long as we're awake, and as long as we are at work, in other words, if something doesn't pull us out of the office, or we don't step into the other room for coffee or food or whatever, people are welcome to stop in and say hello, and even just sit and chat for a bit. We are working while we're here, so please keep that in mind. But you're welcome to say hello, give it a few minutes, and somebody should pop up and be, hey, how's it going? Hope everything's all right. Do you need something? I know that sometimes when you're having a really, really rough day, it can be difficult to talk to the people you know really well. Mostly because they know you, and it's hard to... with people you know, some struggles are harder to talk to them about than to people you don't know as well. Or maybe that's just my experience. But when that does happen, our channel is always open for folks. If you're really interested in Dungeons and Dragons, I'm sure we can find some links and post them for you. Generally, looking at the books can get very overwhelming. It can get, it can seem way more complicated than it really is. So if it helps, live people doing their live streams of their actual play can really help with that. I tend to suggest Critical Role, even though that might give some unrealistic expectations, because first of all, they've been playing, well, Matt has been DMing for since he was in high school, so he's got that behind him, and then most of the other people have been playing for at least half as long as that, but they're also professional voice actors. They are people who live characters every day through their voices. Matt is probably best known nowadays as McCree from Overwatch, and that whole "It's high noon." Or he was also Leon on most of the Resident Evil games until I think a couple of the more recent ones. But as they are professional actors, and they tend to put a little more into their characters, I think, and they tend to take it a little bit further by giving their characters voices, really going all out, but they also have the backing of, like, Geek and Sundry, or they did, and then now that Critical Role has stepped out on their own, yeah, I mean, I had a friend who had most of the books. We were really interested in trying to get a game going back in high school, but we got as far as character creation, and that was it. I never got any further than that. I loved the Dragonlance books growing up. Those are actually two people who wrote about their own D&D game and turn it into a novel series, just by explaining what happened during their sessions. And I really wish they'd bring Kryn back, but I don't know D&D well enough yet to be able to bring back a well-loved world that already exists with them, so I figure I'll just bring one nobody's ever seen before. One that works a little different than anybody's used to. And by doing it that way, your experienced players get something new, something they've never experienced, and it makes them excited about the game again. And your new players, well, they wouldn't know the difference, would they? So for all they know, this is how it's always been. We are working really, really hard on trying to set something up here so that we can bring you our tabletop games, so you can watch us play. But that takes some extra cameras, a different table setup. I mean, our studio would have to be completely rearranged, and we just don't have all of that with us right now. But we will get there. So please bear with us on that one. In the meantime, we still have these games. We still have plenty to talk about. I mean, if people were interested, I'd be happy to just kind of pop up a screen like this, and we could sit and just discuss board games and tabletop role-playing and that kind of thing. Actually, there's a great... if you look up a special on YouTube about Red Nose Day with Stephen Colbert. There's a very short, I think it's a 1 hour one-shot D&D game that Matthew Mercer ran for Stephen Colbert for Red Nose Day, which was really well done and gives a real interesting insight to the difference between... There's those. I ended up getting into things more like cribbage, Spite and Malice. Millborns was a great one. Grass, which was actually very interesting. A game made by LAPD, I think I had heard at one point. Nowadays, we've gotten into Flux, which is an amazing game and very simple. I'm really going to see about getting some additional materials together. It's very difficult when, with our focus being on tabletop, almost every little bit of income we get goes directly right back into the company. But we will be looking to upgrade things here for the studio as well. And I'm hoping we'll be able to bring a little bit of tabletop to you soon. If only just us playing some Flux or something. Just to give you a better idea of what's out there and what's available. Maybe I should send a message to Will Wheaton and see if he might help get us going. I really doubt that, but hey, who knows? Maybe he'll come check out our streams and be like, hey, you know, you guys are pretty cool. Sure, I'll help you out a little bit. But I'm not gonna hold my breath. I'll keep my fingers crossed though. That would be kind of awesome, getting that kind of backing. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab Carl for our outro here. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I hope you have an amazing night. I hope everyone has sleeps well and has pleasant dreams. And we do hope to see you tomorrow. We may be following up with Miss Adika's usual Wild Wednesdays Hearthstone, but things have been a little shaky around here lately on the personal level, so I might end up taking over again, in which case either Skyrim or Borderlands, if there's one you'd rather see over the other, feel free to let us know, and I'll go ahead and call it here for now. So thank you for joining us, and until next time, folks, bye for now. Thank you all for joining us. Please give us a follow on twitch.tv/awolvesdengames. Long days and pleasant nights. Jate ka nade, or good night, everyone. They've walked you through Horizon Zero Dawn, through The Last of Us, and through For Honor. This summer, one man, one horde, one motorcycle, many, many locations with an open world map, and one very large arsenal. When the dust settles at the end of the day, who will remain standing? Will it be Deacon St. John? Or those he stands against? Find out for yourself at twitch.tv/wildwolfgaming1. Stay wild, everyone. In the video game streaming system, the viewers are represented by two distinct groups: the gamers who provide walkthroughs and compete for wins, and the entertainers who provide nonsense and fun. These are the games of the Insomnia Squad. Doink Doink by Mike Post. Come to twitch.tv/wolvesdengames and click the follow button. That way you will be notified for further games by the Insomnia Squad.